Now we have the concept of DevOps, the people who do everything in the company to solve a problem, whatever. What the most important characteristic that you think that the profession that we are hiring bring for the company, customer experience has to have? What the main characteristic? We here in Brazil, we are facing most of the people that like people, like person, and they are facilitator.
It's a fascinating question. I'm not often asked that question, and I think it's a really interesting thing to explore, because the customer experience profession is still very new. And I say to people, yes, companies may have been talking about this for a long time, but the Professional Association was only founded in 2011. It's not even 10 years old yet. And so this is still in its infancy. And what has happened over the last 9 years is that there has been a recognition that customer experience is a science, as I like to call it, and there are competencies that sit behind it. Now, the competencies represent the knowledge that customer experience professionals need to have to enable an organization to become sustainably customer-centric. And it's very broad. It goes from everything from measurement to strategy to customer journey management to adoption and accountability. Very, very broad. But there is in my opinion, so that the Professional Association described this as 6 competencies, but I like to add a 7th competency, because the 7th competency, to your point, I describe as courage. To be an effective customer experience professional, you have to have courage, persistence, passion. You have to have the desire to keep going whatever is thrown at you. And being a customer experience professional is incredibly challenging, because fundamentally we are trying to change the way organizations think. And much of the time, they don't want us to change the way they think. And this is, in fact, I was in a meeting with a company earlier today where the chief marketing officer said that being a customer experience professional can sometimes feel like a thankless task, and it is incredibly hard. And so the most important attribute in my mind is that, yes, we've got to be good at facilitation. Yes, we've got to be good listeners, good counselors. We've got to have the right level of knowledge. But most importantly of all, we have got to have the kind of personality where we know that what we are doing is for the good of the company, not for us. And I don't want this to sound too evangelical, but if a customer experience professional is doing this to make lots of money and get a big job title, then they're not the right person. Customer experience professionals do what's right for the organization. The benefit to us comes later.